All right, thanks, guys. We are once again coming off a 3-1 day yesterday on my Patreon website. It's going to put us at 30 and 13 in our last 43 picks on that site. Good for 70%. We're also 15 and 3 in our last 18 extra daily picks on that site. And of course, the extra daily pick is a package that I offer. That's just $2.99 through the end of the month. And of course, I'm 6-0 in my last 6 college basketball package plays. And we got a college basketball package play going off tonight. If you want more information about that, link for that site is in the description section below. Once again, that is patreon.com/BrockPage. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into Friday's college basketball slate. Once again, happy Friday to you. The weekend is finally here. First game, Harvard taking on Yale, 5 o'clock Eastern tip-off in that contest. Yale's -5, total 136.5. We saw a 1-point fade of Yale in movement upward on the total. The Bulldogs open as the 6-point favorite, down to -5. Total open 136 up to 136.5. 61% are leaning Yale, 58% shaded toward the over. Right now, Harvard's plus $1.75 on the money line. Now, Harvard's lost their last 2 straight games. They've also failed to cover the point spread in their last 5 straight. Defensively, they're allowing their opponents to shoot 39% from downtown when they travel, if you even understand what that means. Anyway, Yale on the other side, winners of their last 6 straight. They're also 6-3 against the spread in their last 9. The Bulldogs rank in the top 10 in the country in home scoring. They're also in the top 3 in home offensive rebounding. Paul Atkinson, 17 points a game, 8 rebounds. Azar Swain, 15 points a game, 4 assists. And Jordan Bruner, 12 points a game, double-digit rebounds, 4 assists for him. Offensively, Yale's averaging 88 points per contest on their home court. They're also shooting 43% from downtown on their home court as well. They rank in the top 10 in defensive field goal percentage at home as well. Yale, 4-0 to the over in their last 4, 7-2 to the over in their last 9. Harvard, 70% to the over in their last 10 themselves. They're also 7-2 to the over as the official road team. I'm going to lean Yale -5 in the over, 136.5 in that contest. Next game, Niagara taking on Manhattan, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off in that contest. Manhattan's -6.5, total 129 and a hook. We saw a 1-point move toward Manhattan and movement upward on the total. They opened 5.5 up to -6.5. Total open 128.5 up to 129 and a hook. 56% are leaning toward the Jaspers. I think they're the Jaspers of Manhattan. 57% shaded toward the under. Right now, Niagara's plus 240 on the money line. Niagara's also successfully covered the point spread in 5 out of their last 7 games. They're shooting 36% from downtown this year. Marcus Hammond, 14 points a game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. James Towns, 12 points a game, 3 rebounds. And Raheem Solomon, 11 points a game, 4 rebounds for Manhattan. Now Niagara on the other side, losers of 4 out of their last 5. They also went just 1-4 against the spread in those 5 games. They're averaging 63 points per contest, which is very low, and they're also shooting just 39% from the field. Now 4 out of Manhattan's last 6 games, no surprise here, stayed under the total. They're also 6-2 to the under on their home court. Niagara on the other side, 8-1 to the under in their last 9 themselves. They're also 8-5 to the under as the official road team. I'm going to purchase the half a point, buy it up, and lean toward the road dog. Give me Niagara +7 and the under 129.5 in that contest. Next game, St. Pete's taking on Marist, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off. St. Pete's is -3.5 on the road, total 123. We saw a half a point move towards St. Peter's and movement downward on the total. They open as the 3-point favorite, up to -3.5. Total open 123.5 down to 123. 70% are leaning St. Pete's, 55% shaded toward the over. Right now, Marist is plus 150 on the money line. Now, Marist is just 2-6 straight up on their home court. They're averaging 60 points per game, and they're shooting just 38% from the field. Now, St. Pete's on the other side, winners of their last 4 straight. They're also 80% against the spread as the official road team. They rank the top 40 in road points allowed, top 45 in road defensive rebounding. Now, total-wise, St. Pete's is 70% to the under in their last 10. They're also 7-3 to the under as the official road team. Marist on the other side, 5-3 to the under on their home court. I'm going to lean St. Pete's minus 3.5 and the under 125 in that contest. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Friday's college basketball action. Once again, happy Friday to you. The weekend is finally here. Now, before we go ahead and dive into some more free lines and personal leans right here on YouTube, I just want to quickly remind you once again to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage, where once again, we do daily premium sports picks on that website, beginning at just $1.99 per month. Now, we had 4 premium plays yesterday on that site. We won 3 of them. That's right, 3-1 yesterday in our premium picks. That's going to put us at 30-13 in our last 43 picks on that site. Good for 70% over our last 43 plays. We're currently 15-3 in our last 18 extra daily picks. And we're a perfect 6-0 in our last 6 college basketball plays. And like I said earlier, we have a college basketball package play going off tonight. We got a big one. So anyway, you're probably wondering, why would I buy a package from Brock when he gives me all the picks for free here on YouTube? And you're exactly right. The problem with that is, if you're going to bet every single game on the board, side and total, like I'm giving you here, you are guaranteeing yourself failure because it's way too many games. You can't bet every single game on the board, side and total, with your hard-earned money and expect to win. It's not a winning formula for success. The books are way too smart. They're way too sharp. It's way too many games. The math becomes aggressively against you when you bet every game on the board. So what I do on Patreon, I make life a lot easier for you. I focus in on 4 to 5 premium picks per day. They're high percentage picks, games that I personally have action on. And I'll tell you this much, my current Patreon record is a whole lot better than it is here on YouTube. Handicapping every single game on the board, throwing darts with my eyes closed. If you want to check out my current record, or if you want to ask the other patrons or the other folks on YouTube about Patreon, they'll be more than happy to answer your questions. I guarantee it. A lot of happy folks on that site. But once again, link for that site is in the description section below. That is patreon.com/BrockPage. All right, guys, let's go ahead and dive into some more free lines and personal leans right here on YouTube. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got Fairfield taking on Siena, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off in that game. Siena opened as the 8-point favorite, up to minus 8.5. Total open 129.5, down to 129 even. 59% are leaning Siena, 52% shaded toward the over. And right now, Fairfield is plus 350 on the money line. They've also won 2 out of their last 3 games, 14-7 against the spread overall for the year. Fairfield ranks in the top 35 in the country in points allowed on average per game. They're also in the top 35 in defensive rebounding. They're giving up just 63 points per contest. Now, Siena on the other side, just 3-4 straight up in their last 7. They also covered just 30% of their games in their last 10. They're allowing 72 points per contest. Now, total-wise, Siena's 5-3 to the under in their last 8. Fairfield 5-1 to the under in their last 6 themselves. 70% to the under as the official road team. I'm going to go ahead and lean Fairfield plus 8.5 and the under 129 in that contest. Next game, Davidson versus VCU, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Virginia Commonwealth opened 9.5 down to minus 9. Total open 136.5 up to 137. 55% are leaning VCU, 56% shaded toward the over. And right now, Davidson is plus 360 on the money line. Now, you can make a case for both teams in this contest. Virginia Commonwealth, 12-1 straight up at home. Having said that, though, they're just 5-8 against the spread in those home games. So although they're great straight up at home, they have not been able to cover the point spread at home very well. And like I said, they failed to cover the point spread in 8 out of their last 13 home games. Now, Davidson on the other side, they're 4-1 against the spread in their last 5. But offensively, they're averaging just 68 points per contest on the road. This is a tough game to pick. If you want to know which side I'm picking in this game, subscribe to my college basketball tier right now. This game is my college basketball package play on patreon.com/BrockPage. And if you sign up for the college basketball play, you'll find out which side I am picking in this contest. And like I said earlier, I am 6-0 in my last 6 college basketball package plays. Now, total-wise, I will give you an opinion on that. Davidson, 70% to the under in their last 10, 9-4 to the under away from home. Meanwhile, VCU, 8-5 to the under on their home court. I'm going to lean toward the under 137 in that game. And once again, if you want to find out who I'm picking with regard to the sides, check me out on my college basketball tier on patreon.com/BrockPage. All right.